Hi folks, Mark Anthony, the Vegas tourist. Welcome to my world, you know. It's been a hot week, it's been a sunny week, highs in the hundreds. This morning it was a very sunny day, very hot day. I was going to do this video. I thought it'd be really cool to shoot it in my pool. I set everything up, and man, the moment that I set everything up, Mother Nature says, nope, we're going to put a rain cloud right over you, Mark, and we're going to add lightning to it. Yeah, I'm not going to do a video in the pool with lightning, all right? But, you know, I'm outside, it's cool. I figured, how often do you get to do a YouTube video in the rain in Las Vegas? So here it is. Mother Nature is going to be my co-star, all right? Enjoy.
You're watching Mark Anthony, the Vegas tourist.
Well, hello everybody, Mark Anthony, the Vegas tourist, where it is my pleasure, my passion to help people discover new things to see, do, and experience while visiting Las Vegas and beyond. Today we're going to talk about something that, for whatever reason, I have not talked about. You know, I mean, my careers here have been as a chauffeur and as a tour guide. Both of them are in the hospitality, both of them are in the tourism, and both of them, tipping is a large part of my income. And for whatever reason, I've never done a post about it, and I've never done a video about it. It's part of the Vegas economy. It's a large part. A lot of people depend upon gratuities and tips for their livelihood. I don't know why I haven't done a video, but here it is, folks. Okay, first of all, let's just clear the air here. Tipping is an American custom. When you come to America, we would like you to follow some of our customs, especially in the tourism hospitality industry, just as you want us to follow your customs in whatever country you're from. So I'm not going to talk about wages or all that. This is just part of the American economy. This is part of the American culture. And in Las Vegas, it is a central part of the income for a lot of people. All right. I know as a chauffeur, we were paid weekly, and I know that I really didn't cash my check very often because I didn't need to. Most of my income was tips. Most of the people that I worked with, the Valet guys, the Bellman and all that, same thing. You know, your salary was $25,000, $30,000 a year, but your actual income that you reported to Uncle Sam was $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $100,000 a year. It's part of the Vegas economy. It's different here than it is anywhere else in America. But let's go ahead and talk about it just in general as part of the hospitality industry, part of the tourism industry, and something that we expect our guests to know, or at least have a familiarization with it. So, okay, first of all, we like to be tipped in cash. That way we know it's not going to go through anyone else's hands. We know that it's going to go from you to me, to my pocket, to my landlord, all right? So if you can do it in cash, we would much rather do it that way than go through the office. Now, how do you get cash? Well, there's several ways. I know we're going to more and more of a cashless society, but it's not like you just woke up one morning and said, I'm going to go to Vegas. And you went, all right? Just like everything else, take a little planning. We appreciate it. Trust me, we do. If you stop at a convenience store and you use a credit card or like Google Pay, a lot of them during the checkout screens goes, hey, do you want some cash? And you go, yes. And then you tell the clerk, give me 20 ones or 2 5s and a 10 or whatever it is, okay? All right. In the casinos, your best bet are the ATM bill breaking machines, those ones that take your ticket in, ticket out, you put it in, and it spits out cash. You can also put in like a $100 bill and say, I want all 5s or all 10s, and it spits it back out. Most of them are flat fee, like $7. Some of them are free, all right? From what I know, it's cheaper than going up to the cage and going, here's my credit card, all right? Check the rates anyway. Your first introduction to Vegas and tipping will probably be at the airport. You're gonna probably get on to the shuttle, go to the car rental place, or what have you. Let's say you're going to go to the car rental place, all right? If the shuttle driver handles your bags for you, give them $1, $2 a bag, okay? All right, very easy. Uber, Uber now, Uber and Lyft, they both have incorporated into their app that you can add a tip to it, okay? Again, me coming from the chauffeuring world would rather have it in cash. 10, 15% of whatever it was, all right? Especially if it's really good service, give them 20%, all right? Valet, usually you tip when they bring you the car, $2, $5, okay? Really cool tip if you want to really show off. Tip them $10 or $20 when you're dropping the car off, and they will park it up front for you. Usually, you know, if it's a busy Friday night or a Saturday night, they're not going to do it. Tip them 100, and they might. But on a normal night or a normal day, give them $5 or $10, dropping it off, and you'll be amazed at how fast they bring the car back. Chances are they parked it up front. Same thing that you know, if you're just going to pull in there for five or 10 minutes, you're picking somebody up or that, give them $5 and say, hey, you know, can I wait here for 5 or 10 minutes? All right. I like to use Bellman. I'm on vacation. I really don't want to work as little as possible. All right. So if there's a Bellman there that'll take my bags, I'm going to give you $2, $3 a bag. All right. If it fills the cart, I'm going to give you 10. Deliver them to my room. You know, once in a while, depending upon the hotel, the level of service, sometimes they'll actually bring them into your hotel room, set them on the bed, or they'll pull out the little stand for you. Okay, most of them will just drop them off right at the door. Okay, screw you, you're getting $1 a bag. But if you bring them in, drop them by my bed, open up the curtains, dude, you just earned yourself five or $10. All right. Again, it is the level of service. That's what it is the quality and the level of service. And here in Vegas, I can guarantee you, if you tip and you tip heavy, word spreads. You're going to get royal service from people you haven't even run into yet. Okay. Word spreads. The valet guys tell the bellman tell the concierge tell the maids. All right? You're going to get really good service the more you tip. All right? That's Vegas. Doormen, you know, some hotels have them, some don't, okay? If I'm standing in line and he's going to hail me a cab or whatever, I'm going to give him $1 or $2. If he arranges me to get the house car to go run an errand, he's going to get $5 or $10. The concierge. Now, again, this is where word spreads. The concierge is usually has their thumb on the pulse of the hotel and the entertainment, and they really talk. Concierges are like a small knitting group in the church basement. I am from the Midwest, and I can remember being a good Catholic boy. After Mass, all of the little old ladies would go down into the basement, and they'd have this knitting party, this quilting party, and they would talk about everybody in town. Concierge, good or bad, same thing. All right. You know, if they're going to arrange a tour for you, they're going to arrange a reservation, maybe a tee time for golf, flip them $5. Now, if they're going to plan like a large party for you, your itinerary for the next 3 days, tours, out of town travel, special events, things like that, you're going to give them $10 or $15. The more difficult it is, of course, the more work that they do, increases the tip. Concierge can do it. All right, house car driver, the house chauffeur. Again, now this is a 4 to 5 star hotel. Okay, this is not, you know, Treasure Island. And I'm going to get in so much trouble on this one being a chauffeur, a former chauffeur, you know, you're at the Bellagio, you're at the Four Seasons, and you're gonna have the house car take you to a show. You're gonna have the house car run you to the pharmacy for something. You're gonna have the house car drive you to the airport. Give them $10 or $20. All right. As one who has filled in for a house car, I never got tipped less than 50. You know, I remember being assigned the overflow for the Bellagio, and I mean, I would run somebody literally across the street, and they'd flip me a $50 bill. All right, that's why house car drivers are usually lifers, and literally someone has got to die for you to get that job, because that's it. But you know, if you're an average middle class tourist and you know this is your dream vacation, or you're there for work and you're being spoiled those giving you service back. And again, is that service just gets better and better. Okay. Sure. Now the wind decides to add their say to my video here. Housekeeping. If you're going to be here for multiple days, the more you tip, the more you're going to see things show up, you know, at your room that nobody else gets. Tip them every day, because it's not always going to be the same maid. And put it in an envelope, wrap it in a piece of paper that tells them this is for you, this is for the maid. Because I have this website, I usually throw in a business card. Okay, $2 normal hotel. If I'm at a 5-star hotel, it's going to be $5 a day, and it's going to be there first thing in the morning. I've already got the envelopes written out, but that's how I do it. Okay, and again, they talk, and so if you're there for more than one day, the better you tip, the better you're going to have your room. Just how it is. Room service. This is a tough one because I've got a problem with room service. I've never really had really good room service. And every time I've had room service, there's so many different fees attached. It's worse than the current problems with the resort fees. So don't even get me started on that one. But you know, for the times that I've stayed at even a 5-star hotel, by the time I had room service brought up, except the Four Seasons, okay, the Four Seasons and their milk and cookie thing, I love that, man. But otherwise, I just have a hard time with that one. But at the same time, I will tip my room service person basically the same thing as if it was a meal, but it's not going to be the 15 to 20, usually 10%. Okay, most of the guides say the exact same thing. Just check the service fees, because oftentimes they will throw it in. It's already added, but they've already added so many other fees to it. You just don't know what the hell that you're signing. So check the fees first. All right. Tour guides. Hey, that's me. Tip us, folks. The guidebooks usually say like $10 a person. You know, if it's a multi-day trip, fine, do it that way. Do it, you know, figure it out on a daily basis. But seriously, folks, if you really enjoyed the tour, I mean, I like getting tipped because it tells me that I did something right. But if you really learned it, if the tour guide went beyond your expectations, beyond what what the guidebook said, whatever the description of the tour is. There's really no harm in giving the tour guide 10%. Okay, if there's a step-on guide and a driver, split it in half. All right, give each of them $5 or 10 or whatever. Okay, but usually if there's a step-on guide and a driver, if they don't say anything, tip them separately. Like when I'm on a multi-day tour, I make it very clear, tip the driver what you think the driver earned, because they gave you a safe tour, they didn't get lost, they helped handle the bags, whatever. And then the tour guide, the tour guide again went beyond, the tour guide went above and beyond, was very informative, answered all of my questions, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, the tour bus driver, as they like to be called, I've had some tours where I literally would have to instruct the driver while I was doing the tour, and the driver literally looked at me and goes, "How come they didn't tip me very much?" I don't know, because you almost killed them. Meanwhile, I raked in a whole shitload of money because I went above and beyond, right? And I'll be totally honest with you, I've had a couple of tours where I've had folks literally tip the driver a whole lot more than they tipped me, because for whatever reason we had our issues. But but if they don't say anything, assume that you're going to tip them separately, all right? But tour guide drivers like myself, again, we much prefer cash, and really, if we knocked your socks off, you've been with us for 6, 8, 12 hours, we've kept you informed, kept you entertained, 10, 15%? Okay. Again, tipping is part of the American culture. It's part of the tourism industry. It's part of the hospitality industry. We really appreciate it. Show your appreciation, and we show ours. But yes, especially in Las Vegas, gratuities are a large part of our economy. So do your part. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will be sure to answer them for you. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit me at thevegastourist.com. Book a tour, all right? Also, hey, while I'm thinking about that, the tours that I post at the Vegas Tourist, you can book tours through there for almost any city in the world, any nation in the world. It's just not tours in Las Vegas. There are links for tours from all over the world, the Vatican, Washington, skiing in the Alps, going to Australia. They're all there, okay? It's just not Vegas Tours, so check them out, all right? I'm Mark Anthony, the Vegas Tourist. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all next time.